He don't go away. They trying to tell you something. Yeah, he is good.
I like 12 times.
Mm-hmm.
He was warming him up.
Yep, I feel you. Yep. I don't know what the heck that is.
Mm-hmm. Can't do that. I can't do that. Get uninsured. Yeah. Oh, that's the guy that. Yeah, see? Woo! Think you see me? That's the same guy. He hasn't I left. Damn. Woo! What a bitch. I just want to tape him up. Ah, get some of my shots back. Woo. Whoa. What is he playing with? What you mean, B? You ain't no support.
Oh man.
I know there's not a chopper sitting right here. You know, that's my thug thizzle. What? What? No, I don't. I don't want that shit.
Come on, bruh.
Damn, he's up there.
You
You over there
serious
wasting
right
my
now?
time. Those shenanigans. Zippity doo dah. Zippity. No, I just like that song. Huh? No, come again. I didn't hear what you said. What was the question?
uh,
Bah.
yeah.
Yeah. Squeeze me. I mean, like it's like every day, all day. It's like, man, Gabriel, just tell him how you feel. Why are you on the way holding back? But he doesn't see that we're on headphones. Like we on headphones with it turned up, so we can hear people walking around, and he's burping. But I need to find me some gas.
Fix your headphones.
I need some gas boosters. What do you eat like to get you that problem? Is it the yeast in the beer? What is it?
I ain't had a beer in a minute. Speaking of, I should go and grab me some. What? I'm not getting a beer. I promise. What are you doing?
5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's
I wasn't even
Gulf
getting a beer.
Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The last one. Sure. Want to take your mom for the movies? Gotta put on my good suit. Hey, what the hell?
Play action. It's
Trapping.
Eason. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the
Don't
19.
be messing with your boy
And
Lucas.
a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? And right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak.
When they say gas grenade, you know who they're talking about.
So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks
know who
smelling
happened.
blood in the water behind them. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards on the pickup.
Rich, do they ask to use your name in the game, or do they?
The last run got a
pay you or
couple.
what?
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25.
Let's go,
And he
Marty.
gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
A 41
A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards.
That.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Say what? I mean, I'm telling you, like, I don't. He was like, I don't know what my dude. I wish they shut up about it.
That is what I was
So
thinking
now
too.
they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
A little Mike Tyson-ish.
Jason Myers now with an extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
The score, Cowboys 7, Buccaneers 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I'm ahead of you.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Right.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Why don't we buy our loadout? What are we doing?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field.
Captain.
And his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield. But also, when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Fournette. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun is Issa. That's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's bring it. Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch us slide.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
My credit's getting higher.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Good job, Jalen.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
We're high.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Come on, catch the ball, bro.
Incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38.
Good tackle.
After 1, 7-0. RDA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Buccaneers 0.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers are coming a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On on second down now. It's Jones, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
After the run
wake me
by
up if you
Jones,
get on
here's
later,
first
though.
and
For
10.
sure. All right, most definitely.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Come on,
And he's
Madden.
into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up first and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down, here's Eason. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt?
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He's going to try and go deep again. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
The tackle made by...
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they have a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Looking downfield for Godwin. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Here's Eason off the play fake. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The final shot before break. Eason airing this one out for Evans. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On second down, it's Pollard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
The pass.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Out of the gun now on third down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
The 21-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the
Come
end zone.
on, man.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On third down, Eason. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
Come on, Madden.
When that ball popped free, we
Oh,
could
this
hear it all the way
game,
up.
bro.
Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble.
Nobody could pick it
He's
up.
lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down.
Why aren't anybody blocking?
Down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and the 11.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Myers' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Ball carrier. He was brought down by Reggie Robinson. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Eason. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. Here's Jones. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Eason.
Come on. Oh, Madden.
But it's incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Eason flushed out right. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
9-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
55,
Off the bootleg, Eason. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away into 4.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now here's a throw. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Brought down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Eason to throw. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought
no
down
sense.
there. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And nearly another interception.
Still covering 2 people now.
All game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. They'll throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
In your face.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the pressure gets to him again. Jeffrey Simmons. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Buccaneers, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.
Sit there and smile.